Hello and welcome to an exclusive interview with the member representing Nnewi North, Nnewi South and Ekwusigo Federal Constituency, Honorable AZUBOGU, who is also the senatorial candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance APUGA, gearing up to represent Anambra South. Keep watching Anigo TV as we bring you the facts and figures from Honorable AZUBOGU himself. My name is Gloria Okoke. Good day, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome to this exclusive interview.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, sir. You know, in this election period, a lot of persons would want to hear from you on some of the things that the people want to know. So that's what this interview is going to be all about, sir.
You can go ahead.
Thanks for granting us this audience.
Thank you.
Your projects are visible. You've obviously done a lot for the constituency you represented at the Federal House of Reps. Why do you want to go to the Senate?
To continue and complete and even improve on what I've done.
Awesome.
Over time, I, Engineer Chris Emeka AZUBOGU, who has represented Nnewi North, Nnewi South and Ekwusigo Federal Constituency. This is my third term. My colleagues, or most of the people that have gone to the House of Reps, some have been governors, some are already, I'm coming back to become senators, and some of my colleagues in the House of Reps are moving up to Senate because career in the Parliament gives you better strength and better understanding. The present Senate President,
yes,
Lawan, was in the House of Reps before he went to the Senate, and more, all of them. And some of my colleagues who were together in the House of Reps are already in the Senate. You require people with experience, with contacts, with strong relationships, to be in the Parliament so they can afford to influence and effectively represent your people.
Awesome.
So that is exactly why I want to take a notch of what I've done in the House of Reps into the Senate.
Okay.
If I've gone to the House of Reps, over time I've done well. That tells you that I've learned the processes well, perfected them,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
and having developed enormous skill in the art of legislative work, it makes better reason for our constituency to elevate that person to a greater position so that they will benefit more. So if you ever know that somebody who has foundation in the House of Reps will do better in the Senate, so why will you deny my constituency that? My senatorials on that.
Alright, so
I'm somebody that represented the largest federal constituency in this South senatorial zone. 3 local governments out of 7.
Yes.
And the other 3 people are representing 4. So for me to have carried the burden of 3 big local governments and almost half of the federal of the senatorial zone, that makes it natural that I've developed enough capacity,
Of course, yes.
and competencies. The what we're looking at now is capacity and competence, evidence-based. You say project, it's not only project. I've been involved in art of proper lawmaking. People talk about lawmaking as if to say it is only about individual bill. No, individual bill. For you to make law, even when the executive bills come, people that have depth, that have quality skills, will contribute in the building of the law. Law is not made by one man. People at the committee level, people who are involved in the art of lawmaking, will contribute to shape and strengthen the laws. And because I have critical skills that have helped me in special areas and special sectors, I've participated, I've contributed enormously to the growth of Nigerian legislative system.
Okay.
And also, I've consistently been in our preparation committee for like 4 years as deputy chairman. The biggest law you make every year is the preparation law, preparation bill.
Okay.
And that is where a lot of things are influenced. So you look someone with such enormous experience, and you can't just throw it away. So the essence of bringing someone who will do better. And what is the essence of somebody has spent 4 years, but you see someone who can do better. It's not the first time somebody has spent 4 years. You remember that?
Yeah.
Spent 4 years. Gochukuba spent 4 years. Ikechukubera spent 4 years. So when somebody cannot tell you, among all the people contesting,
yes,
if you want to put everybody on scale, genuinely, yeah, you don't market yourself, but at the point in time, you have to tell people, I'm not somebody that blow my trumpet, but with evidence on ground,
yes,
with antecedents, you can reliably say.
Okay, talking about those evidence and antecedents, can
it is
you
recorded.
Mention some of them for us?
Excuse me, for instance,
Okay.
I take you. Government is started with the responsibility of provision of social services,
Sure.
security, health, education. Then before they talk of economy, infrastructure. These are the things. You see the other priority. When you discuss about all stratas of governance, we are neck deep into it. When you discuss security, I'm very experienced in security laws for security in the country and how security drives. Because security is not meant for everybody. You need to understand the way the security architecture works and how to provide solution. I'll give you a classical example. When there was so much security challenges in the Anambra State region and triggered government to begin to act in a positive way. Those boys who are criminals that are trying to that were causing problems in our place, saw me as threat because I mandated through my motion on the floor to direct the National Security Advisor, DGSS, IG Police and others to form a joint task force and come to Anambra South and tackle the security challenges. And when it was done, the former governor recognized that my role was very effective, that I helped him as a governor to effect security, improve security architecture in Anambra South. So this is where a lawmaker intervenes. Then when you come to the issue of health, when I go to National Assembly, people talk of building primary health centers. I tried that for a couple of years, 1-2 years. I said this is not sustainable. You build health centers.
Different
communities, and weeds will occupy those places. Local government will not take up the structure and to drive the process of primary health centers, which is under the purview of local government. So I said, instead of me doing that, let me look at the weakness of health policies we are having. That is how I developed my annual.
On the laws.
Yes, I developed the annual medical outreach.
Okay.
You know, the health is on concurrent list, both federal and the state. So when I saw what is happening, I saw that we do not have effective health insurance scheme. So people who are sick do not have access to Medicare because they don't have money. A lot of people die in unnecessary deaths. So a lot of people that have challenges in surgery. If you look at our flagship project, our annual medical outreach, we've done it consistently for 6 years. Every year we provide a lump sum of money in the budget to fund annual medical outreach. If you come there, you see where lives are being impacted. And this is a policy that if it's properly developed, it will influence the entire state, whereby you keep a pool of funds where everybody in the state, you pay annual health insurance and there's a pool of funds. Everybody will be sick at the same time. Everybody can access, just have to intervene. And from there you pay up. Everybody contributes. So those who have challenges can apply and get. So these are things that has been done in other places. Come in terms of education. I believe in practical education, skill-based education. I have intervened in so many lives, both graduate skill acquisition and non-graduate skill acquisition. So partnering with government agencies, from industrial
as a
to commercial.
You can actually influence change in different sectors.
Sure, because in course of lawmaking, we do intervention.
Okay, in the process of all these interventions, have you had challenges? Like, what has been your biggest challenge?
Consistently with the system of the country, like issue of funding. You can conceptualize, design, and in the course of planning and implementation, you find difficult accessing the needed fund, because you can have a good program, but when there's no funding, so you need to have another skill set on how to make sure that their programs and projects are properly funded, so that people will benefit from it. Because if you put it on paper and nobody gets it felt, then it is a waste. People don't have it. So you have such challenges. Also, we have challenges with our citizens. A lot of citizens are not willing and ready to change. Some of them prefer handouts than trying to utilize opportunities that will help them to develop in a more sustainable manner. They look at it and say, is it this thing? Just give us money. No, you must have a strategic plan, a systematic pattern of developing both skill set and developing growth. Growth comes gradually. Everybody is in a hurry to make money, and people are always making very big mistakes. But if you can gradually grow, you make less mistakes and you have a more sustainable way of living. So these are the things we have. Then we have challenges of infrastructure. There's financial infrastructure, there's a social infrastructure, there's a technical infrastructure, power, road, all those things are there. There are challenges. But as a government or people-specific government, you need to systematically plan, prioritize based on resources you have, and you start taking out. If you don't prioritize, you don't have resources at the same time to solve all the problems. So you need to take it one at a time and put the right one at the right time first. They take one step at a time. So in a way scope of time, you can see that you have achieved a lot.
Yes.
That's why you say I'm Mr. Project. I'm not just Mr. Project. I see problems. Okay. My duty is to provide solutions. I sit back. Okay. So for you to develop, you need to conceptualize. If you do a needs assessment, you do a study of the challenges. Then you start in your mind to design the solution. When you conceptualize, you plan. When you plan, you develop. When you develop, you design. Okay. And when you follow design, you test at the elementary stage. Then before you start implementing.
About the people you're about to represent, do you have specific plans for Anambra?
Completely. I've already initiated so many laudable projects and programs on Anambra State. I've initiated the program to build a massive automotive industrial park on an expanse of land close to 200 hectares, located between Oga, Unubi, and the Akwere. Between Anambra. So, and that's going to create enormous job. It is there, you see it in my book. I've started that over time, from conceptualization stage to planning to design, and also we're doing the master plan. Now we're at the implementation stage. Different stages of implementation is what I want to drive.
Now I know why you have to go back to the Senate to
very
complete some of these projects,
key projects.
It's really helped people.
$250 million, create 12,000 jobs, support over 10,000 SMEs, building a new city. That's what is going to change our space of economy.
Okay.
So then there's a major road infrastructure. Obandewa Kigwe Road, I've already started about 12 billion. I'm struggling to make sure I've added 1 billion last year. This I'm trying probably to put 2. So by the time I get to Senate, I'll have enormous power to put like 4 or 5 billion in a year. So in the next 2-3 years, it will be completed. But I have to grow from small house of rep to the Senate so I can maximize the opportunities there more than any other person.
So in a report we read that you granted interview to Choice FM recently. So you said that Senator Ifeanyi wrote a petition against one of your constructions. Would like you to comment on that.
Petition to any. He came into the National Assembly. Instead of him to invite me as his brother, let us discuss the president how we can put this together and get something from federal government. Well, he went and used his letter and started writing agencies to investigate my projects. I report back to him and tell them that they should direct them to go and start working with his chief of staff. What kind of effort is that?
Interesting.
That is a high class irresponsibility. And because he has written a petition, written a letter as a senator, fantastic, they started investigation. Once we have petition to government, they start. By the time they finish, I've lost like 2 years. All the ongoing projects are suspended. We have uncompleted projects littered all over the place. Even me, if I do a petition, everybody has a petition, they have investigation. The agencies are bound to. I am a person trained in art of governance and public policy.
Yes, sir.
I do not display official government documents that are not meant for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, for the public.
In that case, that's fine.
Yes, there's what's called confidentiality. I'm not those who have meeting with someone, you go and play it in the public, or have that with somebody, you go and show it everywhere in the public. It is because it goes with your responsibility in society. You create an image that you can deal with people, they don't have confidence to deal with you. They can expose confidentiality. Documents are, if there are keeping places, if you challenge me, I will meet you with people, I will show you what he wrote, but I will deny that it's the person that did that. So it's not a question of that, he knows.
Okay.
I'm not like those that can display official documents. In governance, there are what's called secrets.
Yes.
Top secrets. Confidential. You treat those things with utmost. Even in the area of freedom of information.
Yeah.
Even if you have access to information,
confidentiality.
Confidentiality in it. You can't expose it to the public.
Definitely.
There are levels of information.
Yes. Of course, we'll understand that and we'll
That's governance and public policy.
Yes. Okay. Shows that you're a man of integrity as well. So, talking about technology, is there ways that we can use, like, of course, you're an engineer, that's what I'm asking. Is there ways we can use technology to solve problems in Anambra South?
A whole lot of it. I've used technology to solve an Anambra problem.
Awesome.
In 2007, I came to Anambra.
Oh.
I automated the process of verification and the payment of salaries in Anambra State.
Oh.
Using tools, software developed.
Okay.
By me and my team. We use it to wheel away costs.
Now that the government was able to pay on
save money, pay well. I was the person that was the architect of that. Wow. During Peter B's government. Okay. So these are I've built experience and competency in governance and public policy. My wealth of experience and knowledge is what is needed because I believe that people should go to where they have specialization. I don't know everything. I'm not the jack of all trades, I'm master of none. In art of governance and public policy, I've chosen that path. Yes, there are people that have chosen business. They should focus in business. Not when you manage and crush your business, you jump over to another thing, you jump over to everything. You won't do everything. You must have a specialized area where you can operate from.
Okay,
and be an authority in that. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on youth empowerment?
Completely. Everything I've done is about youth empowerment.
Okay.
Directly and indirectly.
Yeah.
There's no year I do not encourage people. This year, I'm focusing more on youth in agriculture. I'm giving them palm fruits. Last year I did fertilizer, palm fruit, training on how to improve on agro productivity. Because I'm an engineer, I always do things to improve productivity and efficiency. So I do things that are measurable. For me, I will do SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Then when you finish all those ones, then when you want to do it, you design a system that is sustainable. And you have to improve on efficiency and productivity. So it's not something I do not. That is why I am struggling to a lot in the House of Rep. But now I want a bigger mandate so that most of the things I've learned and I'm pursuing will come at a bigger space. Awesome. When I have the mandate of a senator, people can see the potential, the capabilities I have to be displayed at a greater height. So when I'm talking of youth empowerment, we are working in engineering. I've used NED in Nnewi to train young engineers and technicians, empower them. I've gone to the Technology Incubation Center in Nnewi. I've trained young people in art of simple trade and their businesses and empower them. I've taken them to Kwara State where they are trained in agriculture. I've taken them to Oji River where they train in cooperatives. I've taken them to Ebonyi State where they train in different agricultural systems. I've taken them to Umahia. I've taken youth even in art and culture. Taking them to Benin where they are trained in creative arts and everything and drama. Every sector I've been working with the youth to develop them and empower them so they can have. So these are the things we've been doing. Records are there. People that benefited are there.
Is there anything else you want the people of Anambra South to know?
I want to assure Anambra South citizens that a vote for me to go to Senate, a leap in the strongest part. Number one, I have multiple advantages. Our governor, you can see, is a working governor. And me being a senator from Anambra South in the same party with the governor will form the strongest synergy, whereby as a caucus, working with the governor will bring a better synergy that will bring development. Knowing fully well that I understand the way Anambra State works, my wealth of experience in pursuing what will benefit Anambra at the federal and building synergy with the governor will bring a faster development. Annually, because of my skill in budget and appropriation, I'll partner with the governor and make sure I provide things that will complement what the governor is doing in the state, thereby enhancing it. Above all, because of my enormous experience and skill in National Assembly, I will be able to teach my brothers who are in the lower house of Rep, 4 of them from Anambra South, the skills I have that will make them to do what, to repeat the same feat Mr. President performed in the local government, in the same local government. If 4 of them work like I work in the House of Rep, with what I will do in Senate, all of us working together to support the governor, you see Anambra South to develop. You see why I possess the best advantage. There will be synergy in whatever we are doing. I'm a team player. I will constantly form a strong caucus whereby I will work along with all the House of Rep from my senatorial zone so I can form a team without complex. I don't have either superiority or inferiority complex. I work as a team.
Without complex.
Without complex. Some people have complex.
I like that.
Yeah, do you understand? Yeah. So they feel. So if I'm not, and we'll form a good team and we'll go ahead and work together. So you see me, I am willing to offer myself. All sectors. We are known for commerce and industry.
Yes.
We are very productive people. So because we are very industrious, I want to drive a genuine economic development by interfacing with national programs and policies to work with Anambra programs and policies. I'm very detailed, very deep, and understand the national politics. All the key MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies of government that are going to drive national development, I will integrate it so that I can work seamlessly with my governor. Imagine if you have a president and I'm in the Senate working in synergy with my governor and interfacing it, you can imagine the kind of development we have.
It makes a lot of things.
So that is why I have such skills.
Okay.
So I'm begging a number of people to ask my brothers, let the contractor go back to his contracting. Let the owner of oil business go back to his oil business. The one that owns oil block should go and face his oil block and leave me, the servant of the people, to go and serve Anambra people. Thank you and God bless.
That was Honorable Queen. in this exclusive interview with Anedo TV. Of course, my name is Gloria Ogoke, and from this interview, I'm sure that you watched this extent to see that he's a man who is efficient, interested in productivity, and whose team playing spirit is going to help the people of Anambra South a lot. So decide on where to put your vote on that election day. Keep watching Anedo TV for more Igbo-centric content.